Hey, this is Andre Lewis, your host with the most from the show, So What Do You Do? After filming OC, still owner of the formerly known The Ink Gallery out of Livermore, California, we've decided to come back for another ink show. Only this time, we've decided to go with OC's partner, co-owner, and visual artist, Adrian Delgado, AKA AD. He's been tattooing for the last 9 years, and you can catch him traveling internationally to Amsterdam over the summer, the Philippines, and the list continues. This time, the shop is new and it's transformed, being named Rich in Flesh. Miami, you better look out because they are going to be expanding soon. So AD, as I mentioned earlier in the introduction, you traveled internationally.
I did, yep.
What is that about? Do you have clients that's just internationally? Is it bookings? Is it shows? What are you doing?
So it just started hella naturally, like it literally started through traveling. I met one of my friends in the Bahamas, and I met him just through like vibing, you know, like
Right.
like he was waiting for a taxi, and my crew was waiting for a taxi, and then I was like, yo, like this dude has tats, and he's got an LA hat, like he has to be from Cali, like let's just fucking let's get the taxi right together. So we fucking, I was like, hey, you guys want to get the same taxi to the beach? Like might as well, right? We're together. He said, all right, let's go, fuck it. So we met, and then from there it was just like I didn't know he was from Amsterdam. I thought he was from Cali because he had like an LA hat. He had like
Swag.
yeah, and he had like Cali tats, like clown, like Chicano, like tattoos. And I was like, they have to be right. And then we got in the car, and they had an accent. I'm like, where the fuck are you guys from? You know? And then he's like, oh, we're from Amsterdam. And we're like, oh shit, whatever, yeah. So from there, we just became like really good friends. And the next summer, I traveled to Europe with my ex, and he was like, yo, bring your shit because I want you to tattoo me. And I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna be tattooing in Europe, and this is like my first time tattooing in like overseas, you know. So I was like, I made it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I made it.
Backed up everything.
Yeah. I just and then
Just stay connected.
yeah, we stay connected through like social media and shit. And yeah, I tattooed him that summer, and then after that, man, that was kind of like the eye-opening kind of like. And then next summer, I'm like, yo, I'm going back. Huh?
You can go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was like, dude, like I just fucking tattooed in Amsterdam, and now I'm like, dude, like I'm gonna come back. And then when I went to tattoo him, I met other people.
Like,
yeah. So then they're like, yo, like you need to come back because I want to keep adding. And then I was like, of course. So then I went that summer, then I like tattooed them plus other people, and then so like now that I had more, and then so it just happened. So
Do you think Rich and Flesh will be opening up a shop
in Amsterdam for sure.
sometime
Yeah,
soon?
for sure. It's already in the talk.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep expanding. You know, like I think Amsterdam is one of the dopest places I've ever been to, and it's just the culture, the vibes. You know, like music and everything is cool over there.
That's dope, bro. That's a dope experience.
Yeah.
You ever say that you went out of the country and done that? You know, you said you've done the Philippines and South America.
Yeah. I'm tattooed in Colombia.
How did you get connected with those?
So in the Philippines, it was just a random trip.
And you got your tattoo gear and everything.
Yeah, because I was gonna go tattoo in Amsterdam after the Philippines. So from the Philippines, I was gonna fly directly to Amsterdam.
Okay.
Yeah, so I took all my shit with me so I can just go tattoo.
Right.
Yeah, so. But while I was in the Philippines, I met people, and then I met people, and then they're like, dude, stay. And I met a guy that was from Cali that owned a bar. He was like this Filipino cat, and he's like, oh, I'm from LA, but I just own this bar out here, so I'm just chilling. He's like, dude, stay till Wednesday, and then I'll throw a tattoo party for you. And then he's like, I'll get clients, and you just do little tats, and you just party. Yeah, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I missed my flight to Amsterdam, like I'm staying another week.
That's dope. That's dope, bro. That's dope. What would you say your favorite style of tattooing is? Like, you know, there's, I guess there's like the new style, there's the Americano style. What would you say your favorite style is?
Definitely like portraits. Portraits, like black and gray realism. You know, anything that's realistic, really, like portraits and statues and like faces of like beautiful women, you know, Day of the Dead stuff, you know, a lot of religious. I do a lot of religious work.
Okay, that's a lot of detail when you're doing portraits.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's definitely my style. If like you go on my Instagram, AD Tattoos, like you'll see a lot of like Virgin Marys and like doves and roses and like things like that. Like
I will say your Instagram page definitely popped with a lot of realism.
Yeah, mostly realism. I don't do color or like other styles just because I really want to focus on like on one thing, you know, and I want to perfect that.
Right,
you know?
right.
I don't want to like do hella shit and be good at, which is so dope if you're able to fucking, because there's artists that are like hella good at doing like hella
multiple
everything.
Yeah.
My respects, but I don't know. To me, it's just like
definitely.
My passion is like realism portraits, black and gray. Like that's my thing.
You know,
so I want to do.
Honestly, a lot of people can't go to just anybody to get portraits. You gotta really go to someone like yourself to actually get these types of tattoos done, because those things are really sentimental things. Like you were saying.
Exactly. You don't want to fuck that up.
You don't. No, you really don't.
Like imagine getting a fucking. Yeah, I mean it happens, you know, but I don't know. I just think portraits it's one of those things that you definitely want to go to somebody that you think will do a good job.
Right. So for the last 9 years, you've been tattooing. What actually made you get into tattooing?
You know, it's crazy, dude. Like, I never really thought that like about tattooing. I just, as a kid, I knew that I wanted to be an artist. Because
Were you drawing?
Yeah. So I was drawing my whole life, bro. Like since I can remember, like third grade was kind of when when I kind of got the passion for like, oh my god, like this is fun, you know, like. So I would just draw shit like from lowrider magazines and stuff like that, and just kind of copy them and just try and like copy it as best as I can.
Right.
So somebody introduced me to like a guy that owned a tattoo shop, because I did a mural for him. And after I did that mural, he was like, yo, like I want to show you this kid's work, you know, like he just did this graffiti for me, like look at his drawings, whatever, like I think he'd be a good tattoo artist. And the owner of the shop was like, okay, let me check it out. And he's like, whoa, yeah, like he actually, he's like, he can do it. So he's like, bring him and let me talk to him and see what's up. So he took me and I talked to him and he's like, yo, like, you know, you're young and you're talented, like you can draw, like you definitely can tattoo. It's just gonna take time. Like if you want, like we can teach you and whatever. And I'm like, damn, dude, like I was like, yes. So at the time I had moved away from my house and I was living with my uncle in San Bruno. So I'm originally from Tracy, so that's about an hour from home. And my uncle owns a landscaping business. So I was working with him during the summer, and you know I would get up at like 6 in the morning, go do fucking yards, and then at lunchtime we'd eat, and then my uncle would drop me off at the tattoo shop, and then I'd be at the tattoo shop from like 12 to whenever, till fucking whatever. And I did that for like 3 months, and just learning and watching and cleaning and just being an apprentice, you know. And then things didn't go.
Inspired you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, dude, like this is it. Like I was drawing every day. I was cleaning up your shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just in that tattoo like
in that mode.
Life.
Yeah,
so,
that's dope.
So that's how it started, you know. And then after things didn't go too well, we kind of fell off and we just didn't understand each other too well. So I took what I learned, I quit, and I bought a little machine off Craigslist that my uncle actually bought for me, and I just started tattooing people with that. And then I never stopped, dude.
And speaking of, like, you know, what would be your advice for somebody who's thinking about getting their first tattoo, walking inside of a tattoo shop and looking to work with an artist like yourself?
I think do your research, you know, and see what style you like and what you want. And then from there, just kind of go search for your artist that you're comfortable with, and then just kind of bring them your idea and what you're looking for, and then just kind of let them do their thing, you know? Because I feel like when you give them that like freedom to kind of do something for you with your ideas, usually they'll come up with something dope. But if you're too like particular with like, I want to add this and I want this, you're just like, whoa, there, I can't do shit, you know? Like, fuck, okay, well, there you go.
So how did this relationship between you and OC form?
Well, we fell in love like long time ago.
Oh, you got it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't.
I am. It was love at first sight, and you know when you just know, you know. No, so like, when I was going to college to be an art teacher, like, I also played soccer. That's like my first passion. Yeah, so like I've been playing soccer my whole life, and I was teammate with this guy named Gerardo, and he used to get tatted with OC. Yeah, so like, he got tatted with OC, and then one time he was getting tatted, and then I guess the combo came up because they had just opened, and then he was like, yo, like, you know, I don't know what happened, but the combo came up, like, I'm looking for artists, whatever, and my boy was like, whoa, my teammate, he does tats, yeah, you know, he's like, he does tats at his house, like, this is his work, he's been tatting, yeah, so then, then he called me, and he was like, yo, like, you know, fucking at the shop I get tatted, like, they said what's up, so I was like, all right, fuck yeah, like, you know, like, so I came, and then like they hired me the next day, and then I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it's fuck, dude. It's been like 8 years, I think, 7, 8 years.
So you guys been rocking with each other for almost 8 years this entire time?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like 8 years. Like this motherfucker, he's been to my hometown, like where my parents were born and raised. He's met my grandparents. Like he's like, yeah, we've been like Seattle. We drove all the way to Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? We fucking.
Hey, you got a really
yeah. I'm telling you, we're in love, bro. It's a real love story, bro.
We went to my hometown.
like this one didn't know any Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Like we ate tacos, you know, street tacos all day. He got fucking diarrhea.
What inspires you to be an artist?
Fuck, what inspires me?
Because you said you've been drawing since you were 3, but what actually inspired you to keep wanting
just to keep
draw?
like, yeah.
You know, it's tough being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I mean, I think what inspires me, to be honest, is like, just like the people, like people's reactions, you know, after you tap them, you know, like that, like just that thing you get when like somebody walks out and they're just like, fuck, like dude, like thank you, you know, like fuck, like this is sick, like, and then they're just like, fuck yeah, you know, like,
I know,
like, you know, like this person's gonna have that forever, and they chose me, you know, and like they paid me all this fucking money, you know, and it's just like, dude, and they still like tip you, and it's just like, dude, all that, you're just like, man, like I'm giving back, you know, like this is my passion, is like, you know, I'm giving you this energy, you know, like for you, and it's like you can always look at this tat and remember it, you know, like you can always be like, yo, like I remember this day and this dude, and you know, like so I think that like keeps me like just pushing and just like, yeah, it's so crazy. Like next weekend I'm gonna go tattoo this. He plays for the U.S. national soccer team, and like in November, another U.S. national soccer player, he flew me out to Europe, you know, to tattoo him, and like.
Can we get mad?
Yeah, his name is Tyler Boyd. Shout out Tyler Boyd.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, so it's like shit like that. It's like, holy fuck, like I used to like dream of this, you know, like getting flown out, you know, and like shit like that. And it's like, dude, it's happened already. And like I always dreamed of having my own shop, and it's like boom, like it's like happened, you know, like things like that. It's just like, okay, like I'm on the right path, you know, like since I was a kid, I was like, holy fuck, like yeah, like, but it's crazy because I swear to God, like since I was a kid, like I always envisioned this, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that the thing that it's like happening, yeah. So it's I don't know, like I'm thankful, like it's all working out, like little by little.
Adian, what type of education or skills is needed to actually become a tattoo artist?
Well, first of all, you got to be an artist. You know,
that's your first skill.
That's first. You know, if you're not, it's kind of like you can be a tattoo artist, but I don't know. I just feel like you're just not gonna have that passion and that fucking drive, you know, to be somebody like, you know, like you're just gonna kind of do it as a job, and that's not what it should be, you know. I don't think you should come into tattooing and just as a job, you know. Like I think it's more than that. It's not just tattooing. It's, you know, there's passion behind it. There's you know, a lot of things like emotions and things that people don't understand, yeah, I think it just takes a lot of a lot of effort, a lot of time behind closed doors, you know.
Do you think some I guess tattoo senseis can take advantage of their apprentice?
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah. It happens so much.
Like just using them and
Yeah. But I mean, I think those are the fucked up ones, you know. Like that's not right, you know. Somebody's coming to you, giving you their time. They want to learn from you. They want to, you know. You shouldn't take advantage of them.
But you never came across anyone like that, you personally?
No, not really. But I've heard, you know, I've
had stories.
Yeah, and it's
like
just
that.
kind of like in the tattoo industry, like it just kind of happened. You know, you hear it a lot, they just make them do the most craziest shit, you know, and like, which is cool, but you know, you gotta put in your time, and you gotta, you gotta do what it.
I definitely get that part.
Yeah,
I definitely get that part.
You gotta put your.
You definitely gotta put in your time.
Yeah, put in your dues and stuff like that. But I think there's gotta be a level of respect also, you know.
Do you remember your first tattoo that you ever done?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And what were your thoughts when you saw it?
Yeah, so I actually tattooed myself for the first tattoo, and then like my first tattoo on somebody.
You tattooed yourself?
Yeah.
For the first time?
First time. Second day after I got hired. So like I was like, all right, you're hired. All right, cool. Chilled for a little bit. Then the next day, I came in and they're like, all right, so what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you want to tattoo yourself? I'm like, hell yeah.
What?
So yeah, I got like a little.
You still got it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, so it's not a cover up.
I'll never. Why would I cover it up? Hell no.
Yeah, I know some people look at their first tattoo. I'm like, you know, this is my first tattoo right here. And sometimes I look at it like, I definitely think I need.
Yeah, but that's
that's different. That's different.
Yeah, like
that's different.
I remember like this. So I always look at it, I'm like, damn, dude, that's crazy. You know,
That is dope. What was it?
it's like a little rose with a little banner, and it has my last name.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so
that's dope.
but it don't look like a rose. I don't know what the fuck it looks like. But I just chose it like out of a book.
You never updated? Like you never like?
No, I don't want to. No,
just
just leave it. Yeah, just how it is.
Has anything around it?
Yeah, dude, my whole leg, I did it myself.
leg?
Like, I mean, not a leg, but like thigh. Like, I just have a bunch of.
Your whole thigh by yourself?
Okay.
I didn't even know tattoo artists can do that.
Yeah, I mean, you just sit down and just, you know, like everybody got look at him. Oh! Show the camera, yo. Show the camera.
He did his own tattoo. This is dope. I guess all tattoo artists have done this. Is it always the usually on the thigh? Oh,
Everybody, yeah.
Is yours on your thigh? Oh, you got hands on his thigh. You got hands on his thigh too. That's dope. That's dope.
Nah,
that is dope. No, that's dope.
I think like 85%, 90 maybe have tatted their own leg.
95% or 80. That's dope.
90, maybe 100.
AD, how would you explain the facial expressions that you usually see on your client's face?
Oh my god, dude! Everybody's different, you know. Some people will literally sit through a 10-hour tat and not even show any emotion, you know. Just fucking literally just sit there and just like nothing. I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking insane or what? Like I'm like, you know, like, and he's just, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, like,
should I go hard?
Yeah, it's like, what am I? No, but like, you know, it's like, shit. Yeah, like some people have no emotion, and some people are like, they'll like right away they're like, oh shit, like fuck, you know, like, so yeah, everybody has a different way of coping with pain, and you're just kind of used to. It doesn't really matter. You just gotta do your job.
AD, what's your most memorable tattoo that you can remember?
My sister's back piece.
She got a full back piece?
Yeah.
What?
And 4 days.
In 4 days?
Yeah, it's 32 hours.
32-hour back piece. That
and tattoo.
4 sessions. Your mom got a few tattoos, huh?
Nah, hell no, she just got one.
Oh, she was.
But that was crazy. Cause she was like, no, never. No, she's super traditional, you know. So she's like, no, I like, you know, never. No, I'm too scared. And
So what's she gonna do?
She got a little rose with my little sister. She got.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, she got that. And that was amazing. And then also tattooing my dad. I tattooed him a couple times when I first started. Like, he was like my #1 client.
There you go.
Yeah, so
always
that's
good
cool.
when
That's
family
always
is your
cool,
biggest
yeah.
supporter.
Yeah, I just tattooed him this in July for his 52nd birthday.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I did a horse on him. That was dope.
Is your dad like as tatted as you are?
No, hell no.
Oh,
no. He actually used to be a tattoo artist.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, he was a hood tattoo artist.
What?
Yeah, he like made his own machine and shit. And he would tattoo all his friends and stuff, like with homemade machine. Like, and I didn't find that out till like a year ago. I'm like, what? I've been tattooing for like fucking almost 10 years. You never told me you could fucking tattoo people? He's like, yeah, you got that from me. I'm like, what? Shut the. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was like, damn, that's fucking. Yeah.
Have you seen the machine that he created?
Nah.
I know he got photos or something.
I don't think so, dude. He just tattooed like he went to just tattoo his friends and like little stupid shit, you know, like names and initials and I don't know what else, but he's got a couple of he does have a couple of tattoos that he did on himself. Yeah, he tried to do a snake like wrapping around his arm, and it's all like just because they said it hella hurt him, so he couldn't fucking do it, so he just quit. So he just has like some like random like lines, like
what?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Funny.
Yeah.
What's your recommendations for the healing process and getting things and making sure your tattoo is healed the correct way?
I mean, really just keeping it clean, taking care of it. You know, keeping it clean is the most important part. So make sure you wash it right, and you're not exposing it to the sun too much. Putting a little bit of ointment, things like that. Definitely, it's very important. Especially if you put all this money into it, you want to take care of it. And
tattoo is going the right way.
Yeah.
I always wondered actually, does a tattoo artist usually have another tattoo artist that they usually just go to get their work done?
Yeah, I mean.
Or do they just go to?
Nah, they usually have like whoever the fuck I mean, they're regular people, so they get people either that inspire them or their friends or random people, just really whoever they want to get tattooed by.
But to have your work look just as consistent as possible.
Yeah,
exactly. If you wanted
to,
somebody is going to go to somebody. Okay.
A few moments later.
There you have it for the show, So What Do You Do with Adrian Delgado, aka AD. Thanks for having me, my man.
Thanks for having me.
You now have 30 seconds to a minute to say whatever you want to say to the camera, to your fans, to your supporters, to your viewers. Here's the mini mic.
30 seconds, here we go. Are you counting?
I'm not counting. I'm not counting. It's not in my head. I'm not counting.
I just want to say thank you for everybody. Thank you guys for, showing love to us and just coming out and supporting and, believing in us. Thank you to everybody that gets tattooed, with me and OC.
Oh, hello.
Our episode 3 guest.
Episode 3. Thank you for tuning in with me.
Okay.
Start freestyling.
Okay.
And thank you for coming back to the shop. Big things coming. Miami, possibly Amsterdam. Who knows what else? So we'll be back.
But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to everybody. Appreciate it. Much love. So what do you do?
So what do you do?
It was at this moment that he knew. He
Oh God, it's so good.
Miami, you better look out because they are going to be expanding soon.